Hello friends, I'm Larry with Rides Done Right, and this is Journey to Track Days. Hello! Yeah.
His car was already built by Strictly Street Rods. He got wiped out in the four-way stop.
I can have the most talented guy in there, but if he's not driving with the rest of the crew, in the back,
Drives the truck, drives the car, he flies the plane. Do you get paid 3 times? No.
This show, top 5 in America.
Hello friends, I'm Larry with Rides Done Right. I'm at Cycle Country of Salem, and we're doing brakes today. So we're going to be in the parts department, we're going to be in the service department. Watch the video and let's see what it is we're doing for brakes on the Journey to Track Days bike. Well, I'm in the parts department with the Assistant Parts Manager Rob. Rob, good to see you again.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. So we're here to talk about brakes and brake flushing. When we were in the back with Steven, he said that we needed to flush the fluids in the brake lines, so they're old and need to be replaced. And I'm trying to figure out, while I'm doing this, if there's an advantage to go with some more advanced product than what comes stock in there, and if so, why would I want to switch to some other kind of fluid, or what are the issues?
Well, your average brake fluid is going to be a .3 or .4 oil, which has a certain standard of a dry boiling point and wet boiling point to it. So the Motul 5.1 oil is a full synthetic oil, and it raises those temperature levels on both boiling points, wet and dry.
So when you talk about like a wet boiling point and a dry boiling point, what does that mean?
The dry boiling point is when the time that the brake fluid is introduced into the brake system. As time goes by, within a year or so, that's when it becomes a wet boiling point, just due to average normal use. So they're saying average between 12 and 24 months you should replace your brake fluid, which a lot of people should do, but they don't, but they're not aware of that part. So therefore it's good to know it is time to do it at least a 2-year interval at the most.
Okay, so this is all kind of new to me, the whole idea of boiling, you know, it sounded like a boiling point. So does that mean that the fluid itself, when you're out on like a hot day and you're using your brakes a lot, that the fluid actually starts to like boil, like bubble, or what is that?
Well, it in a way, yes, because there is boiling temperatures, both wet and dry. So over time, it will start to fade. You'll feel the brakes fade going in, breaking into corners and stuff. More probably on for the street guys that are doing track days because they're harder on the brakes going into corners and stuff. However, some of our street guys will run the same thing. They'll come across that same idea of going into corners, and so they'll ask what's out there, to make this a little bit better. So that's when I introduce them to a better quality brake fluid.
Okay, so it's not just like on my bike has the braided brake lines with the vinyl kind of capping and stuff, and that helps reduce the pressure part. So I knew that that was a good thing, but I wasn't thinking about the fluids. So the fluid is another one of those points. You have to have good pads, good fluids, and good lines. That combination is what helps you have steady braking throughout the day then.
That is correct, yes.
Well, I learned something, so let's watch and see how we apply this in the shop. Come on, man. It's not doing it. That's one.
Going.
Let's do 11.
Yeah, it's kind of way better. Yeah. That's 7. For an 8. Technology advance.
Let's do 11.
Terrible.
Oh yeah, make them work and stuff.
You can tell me what that was it.